All right, let's want to welcome everybody to our September exhibit comment night. It is September the 18th, 2025, and I don't see any newbies or guests tonight, so it's just us old folks. Yeah, right. Our normal little bunch of people. Anyway, got a few announcements, and we have a video to play, and then we'll get on to the images because we have over 40 images, so we have quite a few to get through tonight. The assignments for the next 2 months, we only have 2 months left in the year, guys. October is light and shadow interplay. If you're not sure what that means, please go on our website and read the assignment description so you know what to shoot, so that they can, yep, here, yep. If you, I'm tired, guys. I've been up since early this morning, so give me a break. Anyway, and then the November assignment is light painting. The education nights that are coming up, we actually only have 2 left of those. The September one, which is next week, is Chris Nicholson, and he is going to be talking about light painting. So he is a night for primarily a night photographer, and he's going to be showing us how to integrate light painting into your night photography. He does a lot of astrophotography, but he also does scenes at night. So and he is the national parks guy, so he spends a lot of his time in the national parks. So it's a more of a landscape light painting than anything else. And that should help you get ready for to put something together for your assignment in November. We don't have any outings scheduled at the moment. I've been kind of busy. But hopefully we will have something. Robert or Jim is working on that lighting class. We're hoping to have some confirmation on that in the next day or two. And once we do have that, we'll get the information out to everybody. It's tentatively scheduled for the 28th at what, 1 o'clock, Jim, was it? You're muted. I don't like he's not paying attention to me. Anyway, tentatively, yeah, 1 o'clock. Tentatively scheduled for the 28th at 1 o'clock. As soon as we have confirmation on that, we will, and location, we will let you know. But it's going to be a couple hours. It's with continuous lighting, and you'll be able to actually shoot. So we'll have you bring your camera and all that kind of stuff. So and you'll be tethered so you can see the results right away on the computer. So as soon as we have those details ironed out, we will get the information to you.
That's
Yeah,
the 28th of
I'm
this
trying to,
month.
I'm, hopefully will know tomorrow to confirm my availability to
Okay.
do it as intended.
Yeah, if
It'll
not,
be
we'll move it into November or October.
Yeah,
But yeah, just keep an eye out. I'll send out an email as soon as we have confirmation of the date and time and the place.
What equipment should we bring of our own?
a camera.
Just a camera.
Okay.
Because that's the beauty of having continuous light. You don't have to have any triggers or anything like that.
Or tripod?
Nope.
Okay.
Don't need a tripod because if things are bright enough, you don't have to shoot. You can shoot without a tripod. And so once that's settled, we'll have get that information out to you. We probably won't have any more outings for the rest of the year because we've got holidays coming up and stuff like that. But if we come up with something, we certainly will let you know. Jim, do you have any other announcements?
Besides that, no.
Robert, how about you?
No, I did send out something about airport outing.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it in the next board meeting.
Okay.
Anybody else have any questions or comments? No, wake up, people.
It truly has been a lazy September.
Yeah.
Lazy. And I feel it, and I'm seeing it with the rest of you guys as well.
Everybody's just like, I think they've had enough of summer.
September flew by. It went by so quickly.
Yeah. Okay. We normally do we have our monthly member feature, and I don't trying to get everybody included, but we had a special situation. where Lee went and spent, how many days were you in Netherlands, Lee?
I was there for about 3 weeks.
3 weeks wandering around, actually walking around the Netherlands. So
Yep.
I thought it would be cool to have him do, he was our very first member feature back whenever we started this. And I thought we'd go ahead and, because he had this cool trip that he just did, that we would do a slideshow from him on that again. So I'm going to attempt, we'll see how this goes. Hopefully keep our fingers crossed it's going to work. Since I have never done this on my laptop before. And I'm not. All right, can you see the thing that says Netherlands?
Yes.
All right, let's do it. Keep our fingers crossed that it works.
I wake up with the dawn, camera in my hand, chasing the light through the fields.
You hear the
of
music?
land.
Yes.
Okay.
The wind in the trees, the mist in the air. I'm capturing moments beyond compare. The dikes and the flowers, the cobblestone roads. I'm walking the trails where the history flows. Every step is a picture, every sight is a song in the heart of this country where I have gone. Through the Netherlands I roam with my camera and lens. I'm never alone. From the canals to the green, every scene feels like a dream. With every click I see it unfold, a story in colors, bright and bold. Bright and bold. The windmills turn like the stories of old, capturing moments in silver and gold. From the cities to the fields so wide, I'm chasing the beauty all in my stride. In the glow of the sunset, I feel the peace. Every photo a promise, every shot a release. Through the fog and the rain, through the day and night, I'll keep on moving, always in the light. Through the Netherlands I roam with my camera and lens. I'm never alone. From the canals to the green, every scene feels like a dream. With every click I see it all unfold, a story in colors, bright and bold. From the quiet of the countryside to the bustling city side, I capture it all, both slow and fast, a memory that forever will last. Through the Netherlands I roam with my camera and lens. I'm never alone. From the canals to the green, every scene feels like a dream. With every click I see it all unfold, a story in colors, bright. So here's to the journey, the roads I've yet to find. With a camera in my hand and the world on my mind. In the heart of the Netherlands where the light never dies, I keep on shooting under wide open skies. So here's to the journey, the roads I've yet to find. With a camera in my hand and the world on my mind. In the heart of the Netherlands where the light never dies, I keep on shooting under wide open skies, bright and bold. I wake up with the dawn, camera in my hand, chasing the light through the fields of the land. The wind in the trees, the mist in the air. I'm capturing moments beyond compare. The dikes and the flowers, the cobblestone roads. I'm walking the trails where the history flows. Every step is a picture, every sight is a of old, capturing moments in silver and gold. From the cities to the fields so wide, I'm chasing the beauty all in my stride. In the glow of the sunset, I feel the peace. Every photo a promise, every shot a release. Through the fog and the rain, through the day and night, I'll keep on moving, always in the light. Through the Netherlands I roam, with my camera and lens. I'm never alone. From the canals to the green, every scene feels like a dream. With every click, I see it all unfold. A story in colors, bright and bold. From the quiet of the countryside to the bustling city side, I capture it all, both slow and fast. A memory that forever will last. Through the Netherlands I roam, with my camera and lens. I'm never alone. From the canals to the green, every scene feels like a dream. With every click, I see it all unfold. A story in colors, bright. So here's to the journey, the roads I've yet to find. With a camera in my hand and the world on my mind. In the heart of the Netherlands, where the light never dies, I keep on shooting under wide open skies. So here's to the journey, the roads I've yet to find. With a camera in my hand and the world on my mind. In the heart of the Netherlands, where the light never dies, I keep on shooting under wide open skies, bright and
Absolutely fantastically.
Thank you,
Oh, that was
Brian.
amazing.
Thank you.
And
Very
where,
Song too.
Yeah,
where
where'd
did
the
you
music
get
come
the
from?
perfect music?
Yeah,
That
they-
is,
Lynn
I
did.
created that
AI.
music
Lynn
with
made it.
and on with AI.
You,
Oh,
so,
that's AI.
I thought that was Lee singing.
I thought that was
so
Ed
six,
Sheeran.
six people were
Wishes.
talking at the same time. Who had the answer to the music?
Lynn made the music.
I
on
created the music with
ChatGPT.
AI.
Wow, that's really fantastic.
Mm.
You need to, Lynn, when you start the video, you need to move your mouse cursor off the page and then just leave it alone.
I know. I accidentally moved it and it opened up the thing, the little
Yeah.
slider. But anyway,
Actually,
Like-
Zoom has
Yeah.
its own optimized video player that won't do that.
yeah.
That'll play right through Zoom.
Great images, Lee. Really well
All
done.
right, Eddie.
you.
So thank you, Lee, for sharing all those beautiful pictures from the Netherlands.
Hey Lee,
Sir.
somebody I know
So
was there
is
at
there
the same
anybody who would
time
like
as
to
you,
volunteer to do that
Yeah.
next month?
and she took 4,000 photos on her cell phone.
Oh, geez.
And I was looking at them, and you guys were in a lot of the exact same places. But in one of her pictures, I saw you on the street.
No way.
Yes, I
Wow.
did.
Oh,
Yep.
God.
Yep. I saw you on the street in one of her 4,000 cell phone pictures.
That's too
Jeez.
funny. Wow.
That's cool.
That's cool. So
Somebody had
is
the
there anybody who
camera
would
with
like
me.
to volunteer to do a slideshow for us next month? It could be from a trip. It could be for your favorite images from the year, whatever you want to do. Who hasn't done it yet?
Mm.
Come on, Tori.
Yeah, I can find something. I
Tori,
can
you
find
do it?
something, Lynn.
I can help you.
Yeah.
Okay, Tori's on up. She's up for next month then.
So Lynn, I need more.
He
on
had a
the-
lot of images. It doesn't have, it could be only a couple of minutes or 3 minutes. He had a lot of images. He had to pare them down from what he had. So, but yeah,
Mm.
okay. I'll get with you later this month and we'll get together and I'll help you with it.
Okay.
All right. I think that is it on announcements and everything. Let's go ahead and get started with our images. Robert and Jim, you guys are ready?
Ready on this end.
Okay.
Wait a minute. We have somebody else, right?
What?
We have someone else. Judging?
Oh, yes, Richard was the third judge.
Okay. Make sure you chime in, Richard.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, you
Okay.
guys you guys get first pick, your first chance to talk, and then after that, anybody else can jump in who's interested. But we have, I think, 43 images, so we're going to have to keep moving things along pretty quickly tonight. So just FYI, I'm going to be interrupting if we get too drawn out on something. Okay. All right,
Okay.
let's get started. Let's see how this goes with Lightroom. Can you see Lightroom?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, awesome. Okay, because I'm on my laptop, I'm using Lightroom mobile or Lightroom Cloud, I guess it is, rather than Lightroom Classic. So I'm going to have some limitations as to what I can and can't do over here. So just FYI. All right. And let me go. This. All righty. All right. Oops. Are we ready, guys?
Yes.
First one is called a Superhero Business Casual Dress. This is Jim McWilliams, of course, and the score is 23.4. Speak, somebody, talk. Right.
If I say that's a selfie, will you believe me?
When you were much, much younger
Oh.
and had less
Much,
beard.
yes.
Mhm.
And
And you, this wasn't black and white prior to being toned?
yeah, I tried to. I mean, it's such a colorful uniform, predominantly blue. I mean, I don't do very many portrait photographs, and I've never done toning before, so this was kind of a, you know, kind of a
New
shake and
experience.
bake thing for me this time.
Well, what I was asking was, did this start from black and white and then toned into these colors?
It was a color image that I turned to black and white.
Yes. Okay. So, and then from
Yeah.
black and white, it went to this.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay. That was my question. Okay.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah. It's interesting that the toning, the colors you went with the toning brought the flesh tones almost back to a normal skin tone.
Yeah, I was, I can't explain that.
Robert?
Well, I'm curious about those eyes. Eye color.
Why?
Well, I'm asking, did he have any kind of coloring in his eyes?
Not that I recall, Robert, no.
Right, because I'm wondering why it went red. Did you say he had a blue outfit on?
Predominantly blue, yeah.
And his eyes were probably blue then.
That was my guess. If the uniform was blue and shifted to red, the eyes did too.
Yeah, everything
Right.
went to red. Yeah.
Well, the image, the pose, and all of that is really, really striking. I'm just the background and the foreground are the color combinations are they're not working as strongly for me as I'd like.
And so how would you fix that, Robert?
I don't know how to fix it. I wasn't there, and I don't know what the background is or was. But if I could go with a much darker background or white background,
Yeah.
but the color palette itself is very close.
Yeah.
Richard, do you have any comments?
Yeah, I like the image. I just thought the lighting was very flat. There was no shadow in there much at all.
Anybody else? All right, moving on. Next one is Maddie. This is Sylvia's, and the score is 24.4.
Lynn, do you know you're showing my scores at the same time? Yeah.
No, it shouldn't be.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'll turn off this. I'll turn off the comments with the next one.
Okay. Okay, I see it over here. On my computer screen here, it doesn't show much toning, but you have somewhat of a brown toning in this photograph.
Yeah, there's a nice warm tone to it.
Yeah, it's nice warm brown toning. I once again, I want the background to do something separate from the foreground. The background is a little light for me for the contrast of the foreground. So, nice clarity on the front. Just give me a little bit more darkness on the back to make it pop out a little bit.
Jim?
Yeah, I'm with Robert. Other than that, I do like the color that was chosen to tone it with, that
Yeah.
subtle warm toning. The only other thing, like I say, I would do with this would be pop a little more light in the eyes, just a little bit
Yeah, I was
more.
gonna say the eyes are kind of dark.
Yeah, a little bit more light in the eyes, and that's an easy fix.
Yeah. Richard, anything else to add?
I like the pose. I like the expression.
Okay.
I would have probably used a linear gradient on the t-shirt to bring, because it's awfully white down there. It kind of takes away from drawing the eye to her face.
Should we do that? Let me get rid of this. Just on computer, catch up with me. Oops. He's talking about putting a little darkness here, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, you could even put a little radial gradient just right on the hot patch on the t-shirt too.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, this just keeps the light a little more, yeah, basically takes it down a little bit so that the flowers on a shirt are not competing with her face.
Mhm.
Anything else?
That's
Moving on
good.
to the next one.
Thank you.
Lost my screen over here. Hold a second. Next one is portrait in tones. This one is Susan's and the score is 23.6.
You do me a favor, Lynn, zoom in so we can see that, like, the masking around the hair, and yeah, and like on the right side by the glasses there, and yeah, that you see what's going on there, especially next to the glasses on the right side of the image,
Here.
which would be the subject's left side, and over there and up into the hair, and there's a lot of strange things going on there. It almost looks like what those iPhones do when you put them in portrait mode.
Is that Susan? Is that what this was?
That
Is
looks
an
like.
iPhone, yes.
Oh, it was an iPhone.
Yes, it
Yeah.
was.
Ah, okay. Well, that all right. That explains it. Okay.
Susan, this has a lot of contrast in it as well. If you don't mind, Lynn, just reduce the contrast for me.
Mhm.
That much?
I'm not seeing anything happen.
It's not doing a whole lot here.
Yeah, it's not doing anything. That's weird.
Yeah. I mean, it's making, I can see it right there.
Yeah, you have to really go far with it to even see an effect on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of contrast. That's where my problem is, just in the contrast mainly.
Too much. Yeah. I mean, you go that
Yeah.
way, you start seeing the background stuff. Yeah.
And I imagine if you isolate it to the subject
Yeah.
and reduce it that way, it
Are
would
you bringing the clarity down?
Clarity might help.
Yeah, I was wondering if clarity would help with that if you take it down a little bit.
Oh.
Yeah.
Helps a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah, it's
So was this-
softening the image up a
That
little
helps
bit.
a little bit. Yeah.
Mhm.
Definitely.
So was there processing done to this image in Lightroom or Photoshop or anything beyond what the cell phone did to it?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Lot.
Okay.
And I finally just, well, anyway, she had beautiful bronze skin, and I was trying to tone that so that it, so that it
Mhm.
showed through the picture.
You succeeded in that area.
Oh yeah, yeah. They
You
yeah
definitely succeeded in that
the
area.
tone the toning color is is nice, and that clarity adjustment that you just did, Lynn, that did
Yeah, that made a big
world of
difference.
good. That did a world of good for this image.
Yeah, it
That
softened
Yeah,
the image
yeah,
up
that
a
helped
lot
a lot.
more.
It softens her up quite a bit, Susan.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And us women, we all want to look a little softer, you know?
Yeah, we
Oh,
do.
the image is way more inviting now.
Yeah, for sure.
So you thought it was, let me make sure I understand. I know you brought the clarity down and the contrast?
No,
Or-
well, I basically, I took the contrast. It really didn't make any effect on it. So
Yeah.
the only thing that seemed to work was the clarity. So this is where you were, and this is where and it's not, it just makes the face look softer.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah,
All
it's a much more natural look now.
Yeah. All
Well,
right.
I'll be honest, I just got, I got a lot of things going on in there and I finally just said, okay, that's it.
Mhm.
Hey, you did it. You did a good job, except for that one little thing. That's all.
Okay, well, thank you. That'll be something I'll remember.
All right. Next one is Eyes Still Bright. This is Roy's, and the score is 23.8.
Okay, Roy, there's a lot of noise in here, and I want to know, was this a cutout to the background?
It was, I didn't cut it out, I just masked it and decreased it. This guy was sitting in a van.
Uh-huh. And by making the background lighter, I think it's not helping. Making it a little darker
Yeah, I
is
would
going
go
to
with
help a little
darker.
bit. But aside from that, the top of the hat, the face, and the shirt are all in the same tonal palette. They're in the same tonal palette, which means that there's very little depth there. So if I can at least get Lynn to darken the shirt, darken the hat, and then we'll get the face to stand out a little bit
Let me
more.
do the background real quick here. How about that?
Much
Yeah,
better.
that's much better.
Okay. Now you want the you mean a radial gradient on everything
You can
else?
okay, I'll tell you what, you just do a radial gradient on his face. Great, make it a lot bigger. The outside a lot bigger. The outside, just the outside, a lot bigger. And invert it.
Oh, where's the invert on this one? Okay. All right.
And then
then-
bring the exposure down.
That's
And
it.
now we have some definition.
Right. See what we did, Roy? We basically darkened the outside part by inverting it. We made his face seem brighter because the rest of it's darker out here.
Well, I'll have to tell you that my monitor was not working well, and I've just replaced it because it wasn't giving me the true. It was too light, so I'll work on it again. But I agree with you. That's very good. Thank you.
Yeah, he
That's
pops much more this way.
Roy, that is not pretty good. That's damn good.
Yeah, good subject.
This guy was he flies kites, and he was sitting in the back of his van, and I just thought he just had a unique personality, and as though what struck me was that he looked like he's like myself getting old, but his eyes were really bright.
Well, I hope you enjoyed this edit right here.
Yep.
Well, thank you for the advice. I appreciate it.
All right.
He does not look like a guy who would fly a kite.
Not at all. He looks more like a guy that's high as a kite. But
Or a prospector. He looks like a prospector.
And I love it. In fact, I want some of that stuff that he's ingesting. It looks good.
All
Thank you.
right, moving on to the next one, guys. This one is a boy in blue tones. This is Tori's, and the score is 24.
He's very blue, isn't he?
Yes. yes. How'd you choose blue?
How?
Why? Yeah,
Why?
why did you choose blue?
I don't know. It was because I had a very hard time with this assignment. I tried to listen to your video a couple of times, but I couldn't quite figure out how to separate the background from the subject. So I don't know, blue is kind of like close to black and white, only it gives a little bit more color. But when you're looking at the picture without a black and white picture next to it, you can't really see how blue it is until you put it next to a black and white picture. Then you realize, oh my goodness, this is very blue. So
Tori, I don't think that is what the situation is. Blue right now is bringing your tonal value back up. And in
right,
this case, we need to just do that exact same thing that we just did with Roy, which is draw a
yeah,
radial just around the facial portion and then
okay,
do the background. And you're going to see a lot more depth. Do it a little bit bigger and wider.
Mm,
And you're going to see a lot more depth in this photograph.
okay,
Yeah.
And
Right.
there you go.
I mean, do you want me
That's
to lower the saturation of the blue, or are you okay with the blue the way it is, Robert?
I'm okay with the blue.
I'm
It's
okay
just
with the
it
blue.
became flat.
That's that's what this assignment is about, and that's
About toning, yeah.
I have no problem with the blue. I like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a depth part. So when you add tone to it, you also have to counter that by putting back the depth.
Right. See that
Right.
this is before, this is after.
Yeah.
Makes a difference.
And do me one quick thing, Lynn.
Yeah.
Just activate the crop tool and tighten up the crop from a little from the left and a lot from the right. Yeah.
Into him, right into him.
Yeah, that's okay.
Shoulder.
Yeah, there we go.
There we go.
There you go.
Oh, okay.
It's such beautiful light on them.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yes. It's outside actually. So
No, for real.
for real.
I thought that was, could I look at the previous one? I thought it was a great picture. I was a little distracted by the blending of the chin into the neck. There's not a clear delineation.
Sure.
Could one of our two pros talk about how to work that so that chin stands out against the neck a little better, maybe?
Sure, just run a radio down there.
Mhm.
Where do you want the radio?
Right below the chin.
Come on.
Yeah, just run it across there. And a little bit wider. And push it up just slightly. Yeah, good. And lower the exposure on there, and that'll just, there you go, just a little bit. That's a bit much, but somewhere in there.
Hmm.
That help you out, Rich?
So basically, that's putting what we're doing there, Tori, is putting a little bit of almost like a shadow down there.
Yeah,
So that
I
the
see it.
difference between his neck and his chin.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's better.
I didn't notice that actually.
Well, that's what Rich
I
is
see it
for.
now.
She's so worried. She's too worried about the toning.
Yeah.
I know the feeling. All right. On to the next one. This one is The Sitting. This is Karen's, and the score is 24.8.
Yeah,
Kieran, is
nice.
this your grandson? Is Kieran here tonight?
No, Karen's not here tonight.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Then, all right. I won't ask. Yeah. I won't get an answer to the question I had. So,
So what's your comment then?
No, this is nice. One thing I was going to point out, just in general, if anybody's doing headshots, especially a more formal one with the with clothing like this and stuff, remember to look for lint on the clothes and take it off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's some lint right there.
Yeah.
That's the only problem. That looks like almost like a I don't know. It's a very fuzzy kind of material. So
Yeah, and it shows up quite a bit.
yeah.
Yeah, and I'm sure Robert has the same thing. We photograph men in suits, and you got to clean up their suit all the time.
All the time, every time.
Are men that messy?
No, it's just that we're not as conscious about fashion as
true.
you guys are.
What about the lighting on his face? Is it a little flat?
Well, I would start with the lighting on the brightness of his shirt,
Mm-hmm.
and the whole thing could come down a little bit. I mean, as far as exposure is concerned, to give it a much more of a punchier look.
Yeah. Anything you want me to do? The shirt that just brought the shirt down quite a
That
bit.
brought the shirt down significantly.
Yeah. Anything else, Richard?
I like the catch light and the eye on our right. I would try to bring up the catch light on the left eye a little bit to
Yeah,
match the
this is a
right
little
eye.
dull.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like it was a like a semi-hard light source on the right, where you can see from the shadow from the shirt collar, but it's enough from the side that there's no hard shadow of the nose coming across the other cheek.
Anything else?
Yeah, his expression is talking to me. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that side look.
Yeah.
The look is good. The pose is good.
And it's almost a smirk.
Yep. Like, Grandma, get this thing done. I got
Yeah,
dates
man,
to
I
go
got things
on.
to do, Grandma. I'm being kind, but
And I'm
things
gonna
to
mess
do.
up. I'm gonna mess up my hair just enough so that your audience will think I'm sexy.
Yeah. All right, on to the next one. This one is Granny, and this is Lee wins, and the score is 24.8.
Why is Leanne not here?
She's on another trip.
Always. Way to bring the culture.
Yeah.
Yeah, that particular toning works nicely.
And
the dark background against the white hair, my goodness.
Shouldn't the I would say the eyes need to be lightened up a bit, do you think?
Go ahead.
Yeah, just a touch. Yeah. And you don't want to make it, that's the thing. You don't want to make people scary looking, but you do at least want to, hopefully see something in there. At least, a separation between the sclera and the pupil, and
Be the mouth, the teeth, just a little bit of teeth. Okay, so I went into the masking, and I had it picked the person out. Obviously, it picked the person pretty quickly, and it gave me all the the AI looked at it and gave me all these choices. And so I've clicked on some of these masks to create them, and we may not use all of them, but we'll see what it's a little tight for this.
I'm not sure she has any teeth.
Probably not.
Those look like
there you go.
gums.
That's helping then.
Yeah, you just start seeing her eyes. I don't know if we could get a little bit more, maybe not. She's squinting pretty heavily there. And let's see. It's actually working on all of the masks all at once here, because the teeth actually got a little bit lighter too.
I think those are gums.
Yeah, they may be gums. But yeah, the eyes were just a little bit bright. What do you think? Are the clothing too dark as well, guys, or is that fine because her face is so?
I like it.
I'm okay with that.
It separates nicely. So
You know, Lynn, on her left eye, she might be like my great grandmother. She might not have an eye in there.
Yeah, that's true.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not trying to be ugly.
Yeah,
I just,
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's,
Mhm.
yeah, it's very possible that, yeah, you don't want to overdo the brightening it, because then you make it obvious that there's maybe an issue like no teeth. So, but we just
even the one eye
Yeah.
makes you
Yeah.
now have a connection with her.
yes, exactly,
That
because she's
definitely made a
looking straight
difference.
at the camera. Yeah, perfect. Anything else, guys?
That looks great.
Yep.
And very storytelling.
Mm-hmm.
Next one is Pretty Lady. This is Kathy's, and the score is 23.5. Kathy's here, isn't she?
Yes.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Was this posed or just a candid grab shot?
This was on the trolley at Ybor City, and it's just a grab. And
Okay.
it had a lot of noise in it, so I had to work with that a lot.
Yeah, I was wondering, with the positioning of the face, with the background, with that metal bar coming right across the background into her mouth and whatnot.
Also, is this selective toning?
What's that?
Is it selective toning?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, the subject was toned, but the background was left black and white, correct?
Yeah.
Well, there's a little tone on it.
Mm-hmm.
Probably reddish.
Yeah.
Tones. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I masked and toned and
Mm-hmm.
did various things.
Here and this is something to watch out for. It happens sometimes. I think this is the only image where it showed up where this tonight, where it in the blacks under the rim of the hat, where the color going into the black
Yeah.
under the brim in front of her eyes and in the back,
Yeah.
it just turns like a color blob. And that would be a case where you would probably want to mask the color off the black and leave it black, because it has a it looks like there's a defect or something wrong with the image.
Yeah. Okay.
Now, Kathy, I'm gonna do a little bit of a challenge here. Tell me why you did a vertical composition when there's a horizontal look.
It might just be the cropping, because I typically do horizontal. And so I probably cropped by those windows, and then there was somebody behind her, so I cropped that. So I think it's more the cropping than the way I took it.
Okay. Then
I was close.
Lynn, do me a crop then off the top. I want to come into the hat then.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You can go back to the left.
Yeah, you can pull that back out.
Yes, it's the top. I need more of a horizontal than a top. And so it feels more intimate now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
I like that.
Yeah, and this brings up a point to remember as well, with portraits and headshots and stuff. A lot of people just have it in their head for some reason that you can't crop into the top of the head.
Yeah.
And you can. Yes, you can. You can crop into the top of the head, whether they have a hat, whether they don't have a hat. You can do it.
Okay.
There's no rule that says you can't crop into the top of their head.
Yeah, cropping's always, I don't know. I always get confused.
Well,
everybody has a problem cropping.
If you use the JRRR method, then you're allowed to experiment.
Yeah, I get it. I get it.
But one thing you do want to remember, unless you're deliberately trying to create, some kind of artistic, interesting look when it's, headshots, portraits, especially a headshot like this, and in this case, it is correct, but you want to keep the eyes typically in the upper third of the composition.
Oh, okay.
So, which is right,
Which is
see, right on the third.
exactly where we are.
All right, on to the next one.
Man, that was perfect.
This one is Lady Piper. It's Jim McWilliam, and the score is 24.4.
You want to do that same thing with the radial again? I think that's going to be a theme.
I'm gonna be spending a
That's
lot
gonna
of
be a
time
theme
doing
for tonight.
radials.
I can hear that music that I hate.
Ah, there we go.
And
Yeah, it
just,
makes her hair, and it
Yeah,
almost
look at
looks
that
like her hair's
backlighting on the
backlit,
hair
yeah.
now.
now I want you to spread the outer right and left out just a little bit to give it a little more transition. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Now bring that back in.
Oh, bring that in? Okay.
Yeah, bring that one in.
Because it's more around her face.
And
Yeah.
do something just so I could see it, Lynn.
Yeah.
Take that mask and use the duplicate and invert option.
Okay. Where is that on here?
Yeah, in that Lightroom, that's a good question.
I know there's a place.
Can you
but I
right
can't
click
remember
on the
where it is.
mask and can you right click on the mask and
Yeah,
get a
probably. Yeah,
context?
you can do it. Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Wait, you don't want intersect. You
it'll
want
be-
duplicate.
Yeah, hit duplicate.
Yeah, duplicate and then invert it.
Duplicate.
Yeah, there you
And
go.
then
Okay.
Oh, no, it was correct to begin with,
Oh,
uninvert
okay.
it. Yeah.
There we go.
Okay,
So
there
just
we go.
brighten
And
it
now,
up more. Yeah.
and now you can take that amount slider up there and and there you go. You can fix those things. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Brightens up her face just.
wait a
little
minute
bit.
now. We got a problem. We got both the mask is the exact same.
Yeah,
they're
they're the
doing
same mask.
thing.
Yeah, but they're doing the exact same thing.
Go down to the, yeah,
Yeah. There you go.
there.
Now,
Yeah.
now bring the exposure up.
There you go.
Yeah. that's
There it is.
Okay. So we darkened the background and her body, and we brightened her face.
Lighten
by
the face
using-
just a
yeah.
little. Yep.
What attracted me to this image was the backlighting of her hair.
Mm-hmm.
Because this was, strong. It was, mid-morning, strong sunlight, and it just, the way it looked on her hair seemed to kind of, attract me to it. So that's why I tried to do this image.
Yeah, and
And
it
several-
really pops now, and that's something to be aware of when you have somebody backlit like that. Oftentimes, you do need to put a little extra light into the face to account for what happened when you photograph the backlit subject.
Right.
And something I noticed, just an FYI, I had several pictures of people playing bagpipes. Every one of them have their eyes closed. I never realized that.
Well, it's because of what Leslie said is death-defying music.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Would there be any way to, the part of the instrument, it looks like it's growing out of the top of her head. Could you just, if you cropped it down a little, or I guess it's not a big deal, but
There you go. You can do that.
yeah.
You need the top part.
Yeah, it needs a little bit. It
You
it
kinda
needs a
need
little
to tell it's a
more
bagpipe.
height on this one. Yeah.
Yeah,
Gotta
yeah.
go back up a little on this one.
I mean, yeah.
There,
I mean,
there.
I
Yeah.
think most people that know bagpipes know that there's always one that sticks out the back like that.
Yeah.
So,
That's part of it.
yeah. Anything else, Richard? Any comment?
No, I actually like the pipe coming up.
Yeah.
And I know bagpipes. And I think of one of the greatest pictures I ever saw of Louis Armstrong blowing his trumpet was his eyes were closed.
Yeah.
See?
That's when you're concentrating on your music. All right, next one is a worker. This is Lee Wins, and the score is 24.6. It's just really taking the darkness to an extreme.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah, in this one, I would like to see, the character lightened up a little bit, even if it's not, not necessarily select subject and do it, but again, like I say, our theme for the night with the gradient.
yeah, do that radial again. The radial.
Yeah, the radial gradient.
Just around his face area. That's
Mhm.
Lighten it up, huh?
There we go.
oh my goodness.
What a
Yep, that's it
difference.
right there. Bingo.
Especially with that white hair.
Yeah.
And and his chin is separated from his neck now.
That's a huge difference.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's better. Yeah.
All
Yeah,
right.
this yeah, and yeah, this is nice.
We went found some very character-filled people.
Mhm. Yeah, he looks like he looks like a 49er.
Yeah, he does. All right, next one is Smell the Flower. And this is Roy's, and the score is 24.4. Robert, say something.
The tonal value in this thing is in this particular deal is working for me, Roy. The look. Is this person someone dear to you?
My granddaughter.
Of
Because
course.
they're given a look as of comfort more than just a portrait.
Yeah.
Mhm.
She's definitely not afraid of the camera with you holding it, that's for sure.
Well,
Yeah,
I made a kind of a deal of going and buying a flower with her and asking her if I can take her picture.
Mhm. Yeah, you got a great expression.
Yeah.
Yeah. And those sharp eyes. Now, I'm going to ask that you do a little bit of retouching with the hair in the face. Just a little bit. Yeah, over on those sides. Yes, those
Get
Yeah,
those
there.
little
Mhm.
little hairs out of her face.
yeah, because they are taken away, and we're going to see that again in another image. But look at how striking that is.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Really cool tonal value.
Yeah,
That's
and you could have even pulled in and talk about just what I just did there when this would be really cool like this, I think. Really close in where you've got that look.
yeah,
Mhm.
it works nicely as well.
Yeah.
Well, I don't do portraits, and this was, I asked her to sit on a stool, and I gave her the flower, and so, and just no extra lighting and a little bit of light room, so
Mhm.
I'm pleased you guys, I'm tickled you guys like it.
Roy, this is your cue to do more portraits.
Thank
Very
you, guys.
nice. Very nicely done.
Yep. Next one is Jane. This is Diana Cahill's, and the score is 24.8.
Diana, is Diana here?
Yes.
Diana, why do you like wild women?
I mean, they're fun to photograph.
Right. Absolutely wild. I
There-
get a sense of energy in this photograph.
That's what I was going to say. There's so much energy in this image. It's great. I would just like to see again the in the eyes, just some brightness in the eye there. But
Yeah,
other
I
than
added
that,
a
I'd
little
say
bit,
the
but I
energy,
didn't want to overdo it. I should have done it some more.
yeah. I like the crop and the aspect ratio of this, with that hair flying out to the left side of the image like that and her up against the right. That's
Yeah.
it's it's like you say, it the whole thing with being like that off balance, but the hair going, that flow, I'm enjoying that.
Great.
I'm ready to go dancing.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so Diana, did you like have her swing her head?
She was in front of a big fan.
Okay. Oh, the fan. Okay. So Guy, yeah, you don't have to have them just sit there. You can have them that what was his name? Oh, I can't think of his name anymore, but there was a guy that I worked with on a couple of shoots, and he would have them walk into the frame, throw their head around, and it just kind of gave you this very dynamic scene rather than just a straight pose. So they don't always have to just stand still. They can actually move around, and you can use a fan to blow their hair too. So
Well, Diana, I must say that I am a fan of this shot.
this fan shot.
Nice.
Now, in this case, there's hair in her face, but that's part of the deal.
That's
Right?
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That is the Beyonce shot. She
Your
always
Oh,
has
yeah.
a
Beyonce
balloon
shot, yeah.
on her.
All right, on to the next one. This one is Wind, and this is Kathy's, and the score is 24.7.
Mhm.
Jim?
Yep. The expression is carrying this for me. I'm I'm really enjoying again the energy, the expression, and in this case it's a it's a little lower than we and more included than normal in the ground, but it gets that wine glass in there, which then works diagonally with the word wind up at the top,
Right.
and you've got that whole diagonal flow through the image with the word wind at the top, the wine glass at the bottom, carrying through this place. I'm enjoying this one.
Robert?
I want to say that the AI chat, what's it called? Chat
GPT.
Yeah, chat GPT, and that it's called, Jim Sykes was my AI. He just said everything that I wrote down.
So, okay. Would it have helped if the wine glass was just a little bit higher up, Jim?
I don't, on my end, I don't need it because it said wine in the background. In fact, it says it twice.
Yeah.
Without actually seeing that, I can't answer that, but I can say there's nothing wrong with this. This works.
Okay. Awesome.
Yeah, I like
And
the expression.
the toning is beautiful.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's gorgeous. Gorgeous
Thank you.
toning.
Richard?
Yeah, I like the expression. Call it a great expression.
Anybody else out there? Everybody else is being quiet tonight.
Mhm.
I guess not. All right, we'll move on. This one is Hector the Cigar Roller, and this is Ron's, and the score is 25.3. Nice one, Ron.
Mhm.
Robert?
Ron,
Yes,
this
sir.
this is the cover of Cigar Magazine.
Yep. Yeah, there's a couple of them. Cigar aficionado, cigar snob.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm. And
I got room for everything on this one.
the
Type.
yeah.
Me too. I like the way the background becomes almost like the smoke.
Right.
Yeah, the depth of field. I was going to say the same thing. The depth of field and the way that the smoke merges with the background around his head. Yeah, that look that you got with I'm not seeing the information, whatever lens and aperture you were using and shot this, it has that look more like, closer to like, it has that medium format portrait look almost.
But
to
it's
it.
a 105. That's the killer. The Nikon 105 millimeter lens is like the portrait lens out there.
Mhm.
Wow.
Any other question? Any other comments, guys? Nice one, Ron. Really nice.
Thank you.
All right. Next one is this one is My Brother Chuck This is, hold on one second, I gotta do a quickie here. Fix this. This one, oops, 8. I didn't fix the scoring here. There we go. Okay. Now it's done. This is Richards, and the score is 25.1.
And again, this has that classic look about it.
Thinking a Karsh type photograph from way back
Mhm.
when. Yusef Karsh, I believe it is.
I was
Yep,
trying to
use
get
Karsh.
that.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
whereas I was looking at the other one and thinking, you know, it kind of has a medium format look about it. The way this one is done, this one is getting in the range of looking like large format
Yeah.
headshot almost. And that's when you say Yusef Karsh, you know, yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
My question, I have a question about I know this.
Yes, that would be that is my exact complaint on this one.
The
It's
heavy
a
vignette.
little
It's
too much vignetting.
Yeah.
Yeah, it a little more subtle with the vignette.
Yeah.
But the
It
shot
almost looks like
itself
he's
is
got
very
like a
striking.
halo.
Yeah. What and did Lightroom do the vignette?
No,
It's very even. So
I
Yeah.
did it. Yeah.
Oh, you did the vignette manually?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's kind of down here and there, so yeah, it's
it
just a
seemed very even
too
to me.
strong. Yeah, you want it to be a
That-
little more
that-
subtle.
That
Anything
face
else?
is
Anybody else have a
dynamic.
comment out there?
Yeah, I just wanted to say that face is dynamic. It's
Yep.
it's right there at you.
Tell your brother he looks good.
And
That's-
what was your procedure behind this lighting wise? The window light, a flash, what was it?
Well, that's why, I'm feeling bad that I'm going to miss Jim's continuous light thing because I just bought a continuous light with an umbrella and it comes with everything, even a remote control where you can change the color of the light and you can change the intensity. Yeah.
Oh,
So yeah, that's what you were using.
Yeah, it was a continuous light, 45
Mhm.
degrees, kind of out 45 degrees out in front of them too. A
Mhm.
little reflector, white reflector on the back. So I did get that ear, the ear that you see on your left, have a little bit of light too. So it didn't completely go out.
good.
Yep.
My
That's
goodness,
good.
this
That's a
is
good one.
classic.
Yep, very
Mhm.
classic. All right, next one is my love Silver, of course, and this is Richards, and this score is 25.
Wow. Wow again.
Yep. Very nicely done.
This is why we asked Richard to judge.
Jeez.
He loves to do portraits.
And it shows.
Yep.
Yep.
Same kind of lighting setup, Richard, for this one?
Well, but she was looking into the
Turning, yeah.
light
She's
on
still
this
looking
one.
into the light, yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
How did you
Yeah.
handle the glasses?
I moved the light around until I didn't get a reflection.
Perfect. Perfect answer.
Yeah.
Well, the angle of reflectance is the angle of incidence is equal to the angle of reflectance. So you
Right.
don't have to worry about it by turning the head.
Yeah.
If the light is off to the right,
Right.
but you do see it in the eyes.
Right. Is the neckline a little too dark?
I
Maybe?
don't know.
Not for me.
Okay.
No, I don't know.
Okay. Just
The
curious.
only single tiny little thing that if I were going to do something to it would be above her right eye, above the glasses, I would just put a little radial in there and burn it down a little bit right there on that hot spot on the hair above there. That would be that'd be the only nitpick I would have about doing a little tweak would be just on that little hot spot right there. You can just burn that down a little bit.
Yep.
Okay.
But awesome. Tell Silver she looks good too.
Mhm.
All right. Oops. Close that. Next one is, this is Lee, and it's by Lourdes. And the score is 24.8.
Now, I'm going to ask this particular one. I'm asking about the toning because the toning is very subtle on this. And I do ask that I get a little more space on the left-hand side. I'm a little tight in this one.
Yeah,
Yes.
the toning is almost not there.
We add some.
It's, yeah, it's
We'll make
ever
it
so
known.
it's ever so subtly cool.
How about
you
a
know,
little
like
coolness?
on the
A little
cool
more
side.
coolness. Yeah.
Mhm. It was ever so subtle. That Mhm. That looks nice.
Yeah.
That looks very nice. I'll ask, is this from Lourdes?
Yes, Lourdes.
Is Lourdes here?
Yes.
Tell me about the toning.
What do you want to know? It was very subtle.
Yeah, I mean, super subtle.
Exactly.
Too subtle.
I'm going to see
Richard,
that
anything?
again.
Yeah.
The portrait
Richard?
is very nice. The portrait itself is working.
I like the light on the mouth. Just the shape of the mouth, the little, almost a smirk is
That's Lee.
really good.
Can I ask a question just in general?
Sure.
I see this, I guess you call them spectrals in the beard at the bottom. Is that okay? I mean, is that something that people, I guess I
it's
get
fine.
in leaves.
Talking about the
sometimes.
white hair?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those,
Yeah, there's a little gray there.
Little gray, yeah.
That's a real tone.
You sparkle, Lee.
It's glitter. He hates glitter, but that's it.
Sparkles. Yes. Very
I
sparkles.
see your concern because there are two of them that are round and the rest are straight. So,
That
we're not going to
I
kill
would
you.
I would not object to retouching the one long sparkly
Right here.
whisker.
Yeah, just be mindful of what's pulling your eye away. What about the eye? Is it light enough?
I don't mind the eye because of the highlights that are going along his cheek.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, in this case, there's not, I don't even see that there's something in the eye that you would brighten up and have it look
Right.
natural in this
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, it would look weird. Okay. All right. Next one is Lee again. This is Gangsta. And this is also Lourdes, and the score is 23.5. This is in contrast to Lobster.
I think great use
I
of that
enjoy the look,
sweatshirt.
and
That's it.
I like
do
the harder clarity, going on with this that gives it that goes with the edgier overall look of it. That was.
What about this? Are you all right with that? Like,
I'm
Well,
okay.
That would be that would be less of an issue if it were cropped down from the top and in slightly from the left. Because this is one of those where, okay, I don't necessarily need to see all of it. Yeah, there you go. Yep, there. Well, you don't have to come that close. You can back it. Yeah, there we go.
there you go.
Yeah, you can give a little. You could give a skosh more on the left, but yeah,
I mean, I'm always into those scotias.
there you go. There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. I like that crop.
Yeah, that one's better. Much better. See what we did there, Lourdes? And Lee?
Yeah, I see that. Yeah, bringing it down a little bit more.
Yeah. Just brings it
Were
more, and
you
it's
were you hunting for droids in the desert?
something like that. No, lobsters in Maine. All right. Next one is this is Pensive Mood. This is
Oh,
Jack.
that should have been ingenue.
Yeah. And this is Jack, so the score is 25.
This is what you call fashion over 29.
Go, Lori.
I mean, this is the height of high society chic.
Audrey Hepburn.
This
Yeah.
is so cool.
Absolutely.
This is so cool.
Would you have taken a little bit more off the left? Brought it up?
Left. From the not
Nope.
really.
Okay.
No, absolutely. No, absolutely
Just
not.
wanted to make sure.
Now, if you're gonna take it, just come straight up from the bottom up
just
without
up a little from the bottom. I wouldn't
Yeah,
cut
the
from
bottom,
left, but
straight from the
a little
bottom
from the
up.
bottom would be okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, that is classy
Yeah.
and classic.
Mhm. Yeah, that's
Uh,
that's well done, Jack.
Jack, if I may, please, can I get a phone number of those digits or something?
I'll be glad to give you an appointment.
Get Lori to model for us.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank Lori.
I'll let her know.
The spots on the dress keep distracting me. I keep I'm sure it's probably some kind of sparkles and stuff.
Yeah,
but they keep pulling my eye down to there and stuff. So that would.
I don't like I don't like the new crop. I think it's too close on the edge for the scarf.
Yeah.
It either needs to come into the scarf or off of it. Yeah. That's a.
So you did answer the question about all the white spots on the shirt.
Yeah, yes, that's the fabric. That's the actual.
Yeah, but is it distracting?
Blouse that she was wearing.
Yeah. Do me a favor, Lynn. It does help if you pull that back up, but pull it into past the point of the scarf. Don't make a tangent like we had earlier.
All right, I
yeah.
see what you're saying. Yeah, right there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You gotta.
too high.
Or right up into the scarf. Past
okay.
the point. You could come right up into it. Just not have it touch the where it's practically touching the scarf. You could come. Yeah, there you go. That takes almost all the sparkles away.
Yeah.
And
it just makes her so much more
detract from
prominent. Remember, this is a portrait. It's about the person's face, not the rest of them.
Yeah. And if you actually read the description on the assignment, it said do not show anything below the shoulders. That was specifically written into the assignment.
Be sure to read the description, guys. It helps.
Although in some of these cases, it was okay that it got fudged.
Yeah. All right.
Jack,
Next
did you
one
model?
is.
Did you model like it, Jack?
And this was Lee's, and the score is 24.6.
There's that toning issue again.
What's wrong with my toning?
Very subtle.
Subtle.
What
subtle.
tone were you going for, Lee?
I'm already brown.
It's like a brownish. It's one of the presets in Lightroom.
It's a brown. It doesn't look like a brown over here on either one of my monitors.
No, it doesn't look brown on mine either.
No.
Brown.
Make it browner.
Oh, geez. Okay.
Yes.
They are toned. So.
Yeah, no, I see the brown now.
You
Yeah,
can
I
see
just warmed
it
it up a little bit.
in her hoodie. You can see the brown in the hoodie.
Yeah, I'm saying I see it now.
Yeah, I just added a little bit of warmth.
And yeah, it's very brown now, and it gives that tone depth that we were looking for.
Yeah.
Very lovely portrait.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that smile, though. Beautiful picture, Lourdes.
Thank you.
You guys are such good models for each other.
Well, now that I'm sorry that modeling was for me. Lourdes did this
That was
for me.
you? Okay.
Yeah, that look is for me. I'm owning that one.
Any other comments, guys?
No, the earrings are just right.
Yeah, just a little bit of sparkle right there.
Yep. See, Lourdes, I noticed that.
Yeah, great catchlight in the eyes.
All right, next one is Doc J. Doc J. This is Lee's, and the score is 24.6.
Now this one had a bit more toning, but there's no but in there. That the fact that you're showing that harmonica is on point. So,
Jack, can you play? Jack,
yourself,
Well,
Jack.
you wouldn't want to. You wouldn't want to hear me play it.
Oh.
Because the hat is so dark, would this be another one where it would be better to crop into the head?
I don't think so on this one.
Okay.
I don't because there's a separator light in the background all the way around it.
There is separation, and and this is this is a case where, as I see it, the whole look of that hat being the backwards ball cap, with going with what the theme of the title of the image is and what this is about, that I like keeping that where I completely see and understand that he's wearing the hat backwards.
Okay.
So Jim, I'm confused about this nothing below the shoulders business. I mean, you'd have to cut off almost to the bottom of the harmonica to do that.
Well, if you were, the thing about it, Brian, is this: if you were shooting for that in mind, then it would be a different composition.
Okay.
Yeah, the original assignment is this was Robert came up with this. This was his baby, and the original assignment was as a headshot, and to be done this, and a true, genuine headshot does not show below the shoulders.
Right.
And a lot of people, interchange the word headshot with portrait, but a true, genuine headshot is not going to show below the shoulders.
But we're not dinging anybody terribly for this because these are too good.
Yeah, like I say, we're letting them slide.
Yeah.
Hey, Jack.
The
Jack,
character.
I keep imagining I hear bagpipes when you're playing that.
Not quite.
The character and and along with the quality of the light is working throughout this. So
yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. Did good, Lee.
Thank you.
All right. Next one is Jack again.
Hey.
Mechanic's Plight. This one, I guess, is a self-portrait because it's Jack's, and it's a 25.1.
Look at that. Look at that garage. Man, look at those tools. Yeah. When you said everything in its place, Jack, you meant that. Wow.
It's an operating room.
That is impressive.
We do surgery on cars. We do surgery on old cars.
Next time you have a salad, you're going to ask for a wrench dressing.
Oh, wrench dressing. Okay, I got it.
Wow.
Yeah, he's got a new wrench and he's pondering where's it going to fit.
I can't even look at the portrait. I'm just looking at all that background. That's impressive.
This is very well done.
This is sort of an environmental head portrait.
It's exactly an environmental portrait.
Yeah,
Jack,
extremely.
the neurosurgeon.
Yeah.
Jack, this last week I spent 4.5 days off and on reorganizing and clearing out my garage, and I was so proud of the way I arranged my tools, and now you put me to shame.
Yeah, of course.
It took many years. But thank
Any
you.
other comments on this one, guys? Richard, anything?
Excellent.
Thanks.
So
Jack would
I
need
have a question.
Jack would need
Lynn.
brain surgery if he saw my tools. He'd have a stroke.
I'd probably have a stroke. Yeah. I can overlook that. It's my obsession.
Yeah.
It's not your problem. It's my
Yeah.
obsession.
Tori, go ahead.
So if this is toned in a color, which color is this? I can't really tell
It's a
on
blue,
these pictures. Is
blue
More
and
of a
brown.
blue?
more of a
Okay.
cyan tone.
Yeah, like a cyan
Cyan,
type
yeah.
blue. hmm
Yes.
And
Where Tori, yours was more a blue. This is more cyan blue, which has some green in it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and if
I think mine have very strong colors compared to you guys because your tones look very nice, but I think my pictures have a very strong color to it.
now, Tori, let me caution you. You may look at someone else's work and admire what they've done, but it does not mean that what you're doing is incorrect.
Mhm. Oh,
So-
and I'm going to tell you, I've done countless toned portraits like this, and I've done everything from the subtle to the extreme. Yeah,
Okay,
way
so it doesn't
beyond
matter
what
how
you
strong it
I've done way beyond what you were worried about. It depends on it just depends on who it is and
Right.
what's going on in the image.
Yeah.
Right.
Mhm.
Okay.
All right.
Well, let me just say one more thing about
Sure.
this image, if I may, please. The softness of the cyanotype is allowing me the opportunity to not only enjoy the portrait, but the details of the tools behind it or the environment. So the toning is not overpowering what's going on in the portrait.
Right.
So it's a compliment. It's complement to the portrait.
Mm-hmm.
And he did cut his head off, which at the top of his head off. See, he
Right.
got in close.
Yep.
So.
And you don't even think about
Notice
that
it.
or realize it when you look at this.
Yeah.
And if you start looking in magazines and just ads and shots with people in them and stuff, start looking and you'll realize that even when you start flipping through the magazines, you're going to see 18 of about every 20 person in an ad has the top of their head cut off in the magazine you open up and look through, and you don't even realize it. But then you shoot somebody and you go to crop the image and you have a fear of cropping into their head.
Right.
Don't be afraid.
Yeah, I didn't know you could crop into the head at a headshot like that.
Well, Jack is a brain surgeon, so it's okay.
All right, guys, let's move on.
That was good,
Next
folks.
one
That
is
was really good.
This one is the serious artist or an amateurish attempt at mimicking a great something. I ran out like this is Ron's initial day, and the score is 25.4.
That's
I don't
beautiful.
think it's so amateurish.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
This is another fantastic shot.
I love the lighting on this one.
Yeah.
Yes. I was so impressed with what everybody did tonight with this assignment. As a whole across the board, I was really impressed with what everybody did tonight.
Ditto,
this
ditto,
was a good
ditto.
shot.
Any comments on this particular image?
I want to ask Ron about the setup.
Yeah.
Well, it's funny that Karsh came up earlier because this was actually trying to mimic Karsh. In this case, I have to camera left and in front of me a 22-inch beauty dish. And then back in camera right, I have a 7-inch reflector there. And then just for a touch of separation, there's a strip box behind me and on camera left.
My goodness. Look at the detail in that hair.
Yeah.
The one below. I mean, it's below his nose.
Because his beard looks so soft.
And the thing that it separates with the dark sweater that's below that.
Yeah, this is Rembrandt lighting, right, Jim?
Not quite.
Modified.
Rembrandt.
Modified
Right.
Rembrandt, yeah.
And
Just
it's butterfly lighting.
Yeah, butterfly light, yeah.
Not quite.
No, it's more side lighting.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's,
more side, yeah.
It's side lighting.
yeah, it's
On this
definitely
side.
more side lighting with a kicker in the back.
Yeah.
Nice one, Ron. Beautiful.
Beautiful.
Jeez. Ron, you're
Thank you.
starting to hurt me, man.
Next one is a sepia tinted moment. This is Tori's, and the score is 24.7. Speak.
That's a very
people.
engaging expression
Yep.
with this. The overall with the image, the one thing that's kind of a little distracting is that sharp fall off of the texture on the right side on that wall, where it suddenly goes from in focus to suddenly out of focus.
Here.
That's
Yeah, I think I deleted something. I
that takes
can't
my
get-
eye, that takes my eye away from there. And Lynn, you could probably even on this one, crop in and just, as just a temporary fix for, for this for now. But you could actually go in there and blur that.
Not that bad.
That works.
Like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, you can chop his shoulder off, just like you can chop their head
Yeah.
off. And this
Is that your
toning is
son?
nice.
Is that your son, Tori?
Yes, it is. Mhm.
I'm gonna ask that you give me some contrast in the background.
And how would you like me to do that with the
All right,
radio?
you can select the background.
Oh, select the background. Okay.
Yeah.
Tori, I've never been to Norway or whatever, but he looks what I would think a Norwegian man would look like.
Oh yeah.
Is that what you were looking for, Robert?
Yeah, it's a bit much, but yes, that's what I'm looking for.
Okay. I darkened it up just a tad.
Yeah, just to give it a little more separation. That's all.
Yeah.
Yeah. And no, the toning is not over the top, Tori. The toning,
Not at all.
The toning is
Okay.
beautiful on this.
Okay.
Not at all.
Yeah, that's the essence of toning right there.
Mm-hmm.
All right, on to the next one.
Thanks.
Yeah, this was a great assignment to get people to into the toning and realize, just how much that can elevate an image for you when you get into that world.
Yeah.
All right, this one is JT Blue and Gold. This is JT's, and the score is 23.6.
Is that one still assigned?
Yes.
Now I'm gonna JT just hang with me on this one. Is your toning in this a blue tone? Because I'm going to actually tear this image apart and put it back together. It's a great portrait, but I want to really strip the color out of it and add a tone to it in order to give it more of a toning rather than a traditional portrait. Is that okay with you?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, let's go to black and white.
Done.
All right, and let's add a little bit of contrast and bring up the highlights. Now I have one problem that I have major here, JT, and that's with the eyes. The eyes are a little whiter than I expected, but we're gonna bypass that
also,
portion of it.
Yeah, and when you go in there too, the other issue with this is you'll see it's not in focus on the face. The
Right.
camera grabbed focus on the hair at the back of the head. You see that the hair by the ears on the other side of the image. Yeah,
Right
back there is where the camera grabbed focus, not on the eyes. The eyes are
focus. Yeah,
the eyes are
slightly.
soft. Yeah.
All right,
Okay,
now
what else,
let's
Jamie? I mean, Robert.
yeah, let's just go ahead and go back now with that now. And now I'd like for you to just run a little radio on the face right around his eyes and the face and nose and hair. Yeah, that's and take it all. That's good. Yeah, just let's just bring that up a little bit, the exposure up on that.
Okay.
Okay, great. Now let's add a little bit of tone in there. So let's go down to the color, the toning. What's it called?
Oops, sorry. Clicking all over the place. Okay, what would you like?
Let's go down. Let's not do it through the temperature. Let's do it through the color grading.
Yeah, color grading panel.
Stop it.
And let's just go over on the overall one, which is the one on the far right above the word midtones.
Global.
Go above the word
No, the
midtone,
cir-
above the word, go above
There you go.
midtone
That one.
to the right.
Yep.
Click on that and just go out to the either side. It doesn't matter, any side.
No. Yellow. I like the yellow.
Yeah, just take it out to about 50% out.
Okay.
All right, and just run it now. Run the outer rim. I mean the outer dot around in a circle. You already have such a tone value just to start with. Either one of those, and we get toward that cyan, and it's starting to work out as well.
I don't want him to be green. Looks like a frog. So like something like that. Still a little green.
Yep.
That's basically sepia.
Yes. Now let's go into the midtones. And this won't take long. Now we're in the midtones. I'd like for you to give it a little coolness, but bring the luminous down.
Yeah. All right. Is that what you want?
Yeah, that's pretty much what I want.
Okay.
Mhm.
And so I have some toning going on now, which gives this image a whole different feel.
Mm-hmm. Yep, very nice.
Any questions, JP?
Thank you. No,
JP,
it looks great. Thank you.
You're okay with that?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you,
Okay,
sir.
any comments? No. All right. Moving on. Next one is Amazed. This is Karen's and the score is 24.7.
That's so cute.
It's a little too cute for me.
Too cute. You'd be too cute.
Yeah.
Say something, guys.
It's very apropos.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Jim?
Yeah. Everything's been done very nicely
Yeah.
with this. Let me just see one thing, Lynn. Let me just look at it differently. Yeah, turn on your crop tool and just bring it in a little bit left and right. Yeah, and then down into the hair there. Let's get the eyes a little higher in the frame. Overall, there we go. Yeah, there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then the eyes are the most prominent thing rather than the background.
Yeah.
Background's kind of
The eyes have been raised. Yeah, the eyes have been raised up from the lower point where they were, and now it's so much more about that expression, which is so engaging.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I got to make a doctor's comment.
Me too. Nursing comment. The pupils.
This is very troubling to me. The pupils are unequal. The left one is much more dilated than the right. Is there a reason for that you know of, Karen?
Karen's not here.
Oh, Karen's not here.
I wondered the same thing.
That disturbs me.
Tell me what.
Not from a photographic point of view. The photo is absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
Now I'm asking from a medical standpoint.
I'm unsettled by the unequal pupils.
What does that mean?
Well, it means it needs to be pointed out to the pediatrician. Now, it could be that at the moment that this happened,
the flash was on the right side of the body of the person,
Mhm.
and it constricted the right eye. No, the right side of the
Yeah,
person.
right on, yeah.
And it constricted that eye before it had a chance to constrict the left. And it caught it right at that split second. That's just stretching, looking for a reason.
There is no flash in this one.
That needs to be pointed out to the pediatrician.
Okay. Yes, there is no flash in this.
Agreed.
So
Yep.
if you were to separate the background to make that darker, what would happen to his hair? Because the outline of his hair is like all over the place. Would that work at all
Sure.
with all that hair?
Yeah,
it'll
that's
work.
where you start getting into how good is the AI model that's
Yeah.
doing the
The selecting,
that's
yeah.
making the mask. Mhm.
Because there's
You
no
have to-
clear
you
line.
they used to
that
have to do
separates-
hair by hair by hair when they did a mask, Tori, not anymore.
Yeah, okay. So AI can do a good job with that?
Pretty good.
Well,
Go ahead, Lynn.
Yeah, you want me to
Yeah.
try it?
Select the background and darken it a little bit as she's asking. Mhm.
We shall see.
Is this child related to Karen?
I don't know. Now,
It's
now,
missed, they missed quite a bit of the hair there.
Hold on. Now, I want you to do subtract subject.
Tract subject. That did better.
Yes.
Yeah. And now go ahead and if you turn the exposure down subtly. Yeah.
See?
Now in this one, it masked a lot of the hair. However, if you took it into Photoshop and let it do it on the cloud, it could probably do a lot better job by masking the subject, the background in Photoshop, and allowing it to happen on Adobe's computer.
Now, let me have you do one more thing, but before we move on,
Okay.
I want you to add brush. Okay. Now, on your brush, once you add it, I want you to lower the flow of that brush. I want you to lower the flow down to about, if we can do flow, I don't know where flow is on this.
Where the heck is flow on this thing?
You should
Oh,
probably be able to do it just with the numeric key on your.
There it is. Okay.
Yeah,
Now I want you to lower it down. Okay, great. And then paint around that lighter portion of the hair. Wherever that hair is light, big brush, big broad brush. Yes, and on the outside, just on the outside, it should blend those lighter tones down so that they're not so light. And that's how you do it.
Yeah, that helped for
Yeah.
sure.
So now you know.
Okay.
Those things
Looks
all have-
good.
Yes.
Now this is where I get excited about when you ask how to do something.
That's all we're
Because
we're
you
waiting
have
for.
the answer, Robert.
All right, next one is this is D, and this is JT's, and the score is 24.4.
JT or JP?
JT.
JT. Tell me in this particular case why your subject is in faces in shadow.
It was it was shot with a speed light, and of course the light comes from the side where her hand is,
Right.
and I just didn't really have enough light in there.
Okay, because I was wondering if you were emulating the masters or some other form,
That
because
was
all I want you to do on this particular one is just to run a radio around the face and just bring it up just a little bit. It doesn't mean that they always have to face the light. I see where you're going with this. I just want to bring that value up a little bit so that we're not so much in shadow.
Mhm. I was curious about that too, if that was a deliberate artistic choice, because I'm not complaining about it.
Right.
It 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 works. It gives an air of mystery. Let's say this is a case where in that situation, it works in this image. And that was my question. Okay, was that deliberately intentional, for that look?
If you're gonna do this though, should you lower, or, reduce the exposure on the hand?
I agree with reducing it a little bit. It was a little bright. Yeah.
Yeah, get the plus and use a radio, not a radio, a linear gradient. Come at it from the upper left downward. And then rotate it slightly a little bit more. There you go. Good.
Yeah.
And bring that down.
Started,
Bring it down a little bit more.
bring it down a little more.
Yeah, a little bit more. And I'm going to ask you to run one more this time.
Okay.
And run it from a brand new linear gradient. Run it from the upper right. And come almost into the face. And rotate upward just a little bit. Upward, just a little bit. Rotate up. Yes. Yeah, now darken that down. Which would then give the illusion that there's separation back in the background.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Before, after. Do that.
And with that
And-
assignment coming up, take a look at this image in consideration of
Shadow.
that assignment coming up, the interplay of light and shadow assignment.
Something like this. You can't use this one again.
Right. But this is a good image that would qualify for that particular assignment, by the way.
Right.
If you're thinking about that, that assignment about interplay of light and shadow.
I was trying to create a painterly look is what I was trying to work on.
Right. That's why I was asking, because it seemed more like you were emulating some past form of photography. And I got that feeling of that.
Mm-hmm.
Should he have cropped in because of that? The hair flowers are kind of chopped off. Should he have eliminated those and just gone in like this?
I actually am okay with it.
Okay.
Having a hint of it there that it
Okay.
picks up and carries through with the flowers at the
Right.
at the bottom, and I don't need to see all of it in
Okay.
this case. I'm
No,
fine with
okay.
the hint of the flowers being there.
Now,
Okay.
for the sake of Richard, now in this particular case, give me one more radio.
Okay, one more radial.
One more.
Where?
And just put it around her face and stretch it out. Around the face, stretch it out, and stretch it out. Yeah, out and up and down. This is for Richard, and make that center portion smaller. Put it right. Make sure it's right a little bit wider, and put it right on the eyes.
Oh, on the eyes. Okay.
Yeah, right on the eyes.
All right.
Invert it, and bring the exposure way down. There you go. Good.
That was for Richard.
The vignette king, huh?
Yeah,
Okay.
we're adding the vignette, but we're making the use of the light.
The beauty of this thing is you can put it wherever you need to, Richard, and then also be aware that if you don't, because when you move these points, it does the same thing on both sides. But if you hit the Option key, it only does one side.
Yeah.
So you can shape this however you want. So just keep that in mind.
But look at how that portrait looks right there. Just stay with that. JT, are you okay with this?
Yes, looks great.
Yeah.
The pose
And
is
lasts a long
excellent.
time, by the way. That slogan
sorry?
looks great, lasts a long time.
All right, guys, on to general. We got 16 more to do. We need to move along. This first one is Water Buck Family. This is Diana Rouse. The score is 23.9.
The one thing I would do that would be quick with this would be to take the removal brush and those bright that down in the right hand corner, that those two bits of bright grass that are diagonal to all the other grass.
Oops.
Yeah. They keep pulling my eye down there.
Yep.
That's just a quick nitpick.
Anything else, Robert?
Zoom back, fill the frame back up with that again. Let me go in on that the front animal there, the one closest to the camera. Okay, there's some weirdness in the fur there.
Yeah.
Like a
Something going on
pattern.
here.
Yeah, it looks like a cloning pattern or something. And also, this is that case where the shadows have gone very deep purple and blue, and you need to desaturate the purple and blue in the shadows. Their noses are blue, the fur is purple and blue, and that's not natural.
And it looks to me like this is the one that's in focus. The one in the back. And it's hard when you've got animals that are stacked up like that to get all of them in focus. I know for a fact it's an issue. So,
but yeah, go to your color palette thing over there and just tone down the blues and purples. Take down the saturation on the blues and purples in the color mixer. Yeah, take the select blue and purple and take down the saturation. That'll take that blue and purple,
that's better.
It's still not enough, but
yeah,
that's the idea. You gotta take the saturation down more.
Saturation.
You're doing the luminance. Take the saturation down. Yeah, it's a lot better.
That's better.
Yeah, a lot more natural looking. Yeah, see their noses are black now. Their noses aren't blue. The fur is, the fur has more of a dark coloration. There's still some purple tones in there, but that's where you can get into that where you do the spot color and get the eyedropper and you can click on those colors and tone them down.
Next one is Wildebeest Migration. This is also Diana Rouse. The score is 23. Anybody? Robert?
Yeah, I have something.
ahead,
This is a panorama, and to see what I want to see, you'll have to make it an even skinnier panorama. Try bringing it up from the bottom because that big green bush in the rocks down there is so different in color and tone than the animals we're supposed to be looking at. It just keeps taking your eye down into that corner.
I mean, you could darken up the other greens. Oops, why does it keep doing that?
It looks
crooked. Yeah, that shrub crooked down there was, just wanting to take my eye away from seeing that.
Anything else?
Leslie?
Darken from the top?
It looks crooked to me. That image looks like it's not level.
Yeah, it's not. It looks like it needs to be rotated clockwise.
And it doesn't look mountainous or whatever.
Angle.
It's better. I think I would
Can you do a panorama like that with moving animals?
It's not really a panorama, it's a panorama crop.
Panorama crop.
Oh, got it. Thank you. Mhm.
Was that Alan asking that question?
Yes, sir. Mhm. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the old film cameras that you used to buy, that all they did was they had a mask inside that just blocked the top and the bottom of the piece of film from seeing the image.
Yeah,
kind of the same
I
thing.
just put a linear gradient and just darken the rocks up here seem to be a little bright for me.
Yeah,
So
that helped. That was a good thing.
and I don't know, I don't know. Let me try one other thing. I'm thinking we need to use our radio gradient.
Of course. Absolutely.
On the little critters. Make them a little brighter. Oh, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Duplicate it and then make another one and then make the background even darker.
Yeah. No. Ugh. How do you do that again?
Go to the mask.
The mask itself. Oh, that's right. You
Yeah,
have to
mask
click
itself
on
and
it.
then right click on it.
Yep.
Now duplicate mask number 2.
Mm-hmm.
And then invert that.
Invert it.
Yeah. Interestingly, Lightroom Classic has the option to duplicate and invert. There's a menu choice. In this case, you have to do 2 steps to get
All right,
there.
there you go.
Lightroom Classic does give you an option to do it in 1 step.
There.
Yeah, bring it down even more. Yeah. And now your migration stands out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, before the rocks were brighter than the wildebeest. So you want the wildebeest because they do have some sun on their backs, and that gives them a little pop. Especially when they're facing away from you, because you're not seeing their faces, you're seeing their backs and butts. All right, on to the next one. This one is keeping watch in the morning fog, altered reality, and it's Sylvia's, and the score is 22.8.
Now, on the altered reality of this, can you zoom in right around the neck portion of the image a little bit more? Yeah. Now, is this a cutout?
No, it just had a texture on it. I put it.
There was texture on it.
There was
Okay.
fog there, and I added a texture to it. And now I probably took off, masked some of the texture off of the bird, so that may have made that.
That's where the
might have needed to put some more.
Yeah, the birds are masked, and if you go down, you can see the legs are not masked. The texture goes over the legs and such, but not over the birds.
Right. So that's why I was asking, because there was a dark line around the birds.
Yeah,
now the concept itself is great.
Yeah, I just need to feather the texture in more lightly on the edges of the birds.
Right. And if you pull back out on this image, you also note that in the areas where it's dark, make it darker in the background. And so that you don't have just a flat area of texture.
Oh, yeah, conference call.
So you can do it with a brush. Just take a brush and make sure the brush is at 100% flow. And just tap that area over there.
And darken it?
Yeah, just darken it a little bit. Yeah. And so what you're adding is a little bit of depth to that fog.
It looks more natural now.
You okay with that, Sylvia?
Yeah, that's good.
Is anybody else finding the text on the Lightroom of Lynn's screen to be very blurry and almost unreadable?
No.
Not on my screen.
Okay.
I see it fine on my monitor.
It's
I
not
can read it.
crisp, but it's not blurry either.
It's clear on mine.
Okay. Anything else on this one, guys?
Yeah, so that's what it is. Now, if just for the sake of being dumb, give me a crop on this, starting with just slightly at the legs up and a little tighter up. Yeah, go up just to the bottom of its tail.
Oh, the bird people are going to yell at you for that.
Yeah,
I know they are.
That's for sure.
All right, now I'm gonna go up a little higher. I just want to start it. Go in more. Go in more. Go in even more. Yes. Now come up right into the backs of the bird. Yes, right there.
You're going for headshots.
I find that a bit more compelling.
Mm.
I like the other way.
Yeah,
I like it the
I'm
other
not
way.
sure, but I no.
I said it was a test.
A test you failed.
No, a test you guys failed to see.
All right. Any more on this one? Next one is Waves of Gold. That's my image, and the score is 23.7.
That's a beautiful movement.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks. It's a combination of ICM and obviously the wave movement.
And the golden color in there is just coming through rather nicely.
Yeah.
So
the color palette works well with what's going on here. It really helps take it into that that painterly kind of look you have going on.
Would it be better if the foreground, those sort of white bands, were a tiny bit darker?
I suppose
I would not argue with you on that.
Yeah, I was gonna say I suppose it could be. Yeah.
I think I actually darkened it up already some, but yeah, might need a little more.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, not a lot, just a tiny.
Yeah, and not even necessarily exposure. Hit the the highlights in the whites slider.
And
Is it
pull
from
your
Vero
pull your gradient up a little bit.
Yeah.
Yes, right in that area. Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
And the white slider would be the one that would do the most work on that.
Yeah,
one.
I think if I did that though, then I could probably whiten these up more.
Sure.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And draw the attention to the wave itself.
Yeah, because otherwise, it just kept pulling my eye down.
You could run a quick brush right on the
Right.
right across the breaking edge of that wave.
Was that Deborah talking?
Yes.
Okay, good. I'm glad to hear your voice.
Especially commenting on a non-wildlife photo.
I know. That's what I was. That's like that sounds like Deborah.
And this is one where you'll want to use the exposure slider a little on that brush. Oh yeah, there it is. Very nice. Like that.
Yeah. This is the kind of stuff we did at the Vero Beach workshop that Jim did last year or earlier this year.
It's beautiful.
Yep.
All right, on to the next one.
I
This
have one
one
of
is-
the pictures on my wallpaper. One of the waves that we got at Vero Beach
Oh,
is the
cool.
wallpaper on my laptop.
This one is called Sunset Beach Walk. This is Brian's, and the score is 23.
Brian, may I comment on this for?
Of course.
And I want to comment on this because you have a beautiful moment going on here, but your position is very high, which means that that mountain in the background is splitting them in half. By going lower in the case would push them up so that they will be slightly above that mountain, that mound in the background that would give them more of an iconic measure because of the hat.
Well,
Right now being split.
But wouldn't that make it look like they're like walking in the sky or something?
Their
No,
feet will still be
no,
on the ground.
no.
No, it would just raise them up a little bit so that that dune doesn't cut them right in half. That would be a case of just, quickly, kneel down or lay down in the sand real quick for the low angle, which, and
Yeah, shoot up at them.
yeah, I think Lee was behind me and might remember one time we were in Georgia and on a wooden walkway boardwalk that was just full of autumn leaves and everything. And this elderly couple stepped onto it and started walking. And I hit the deck and did a belly flop to get the shot on the boardwalk.
Yeah.
For exactly the reason Robert's telling you here.
Well, okay, but even if I laid down on my stomach, they're not going to be above the mound.
They don't need to be above the mound.
That's not about getting them all the way above it. It's just getting it where it's not crudding through them at such a high point in their body.
Okay.
But it is a gorgeous moment, and it's your exposure, your processing, that you still have the silhouetted people separated from the dunes, that they don't just disappear, that the dune is light enough that they're separated is nice. What I would do this to make them more prominent, Lynn, is I would crop it up from the bottom. It'll make them even more, a little higher, a little higher, a little higher. There.
Okay. I guess I was wanting to emphasize the fact that they were on the beach, but okay.
What about raising the shadows on the sand?
What was that last comment?
I was just thinking raising the shadows.
Well, it was completely black out of camera, and I knew that I needed to give it some context, but I didn't want it to be about the foreground.
No, I'm fine with this, just the way that is. I have that exposure there with the sand and how much, the separation of the tonal values of the dune, the sand and the dune behind them with them and still being a silhouette. I think you did just fine with that.
Would this type of image qualify for the light and shadows assignment?
Not so much. This is almost a silhouette. There's not so much of an interplay of light and shadow as I would consider in that assignment.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't remember a silhouette is not a shadow. See a lot of that on the internet, people calling shadows silhouettes, and that's not the way it works. A silhouette is actually an actual person or a thing, where a shadow is a projection or a lack of light caused by that thing. So.
Okay.
All right, on to the next one.
Thank you.
This one is Layers of Loveliness. This is Brian's, and the score is 23.
Brian, I would have loved it had you called 100 or 200 more birds into the scene. In order for that one bird to have justification, I need 100 more down at the bottom, because there's this giant gap between the two sets of birds. Giant gap.
I don't understand that at all. Explain what you're talking.
Yeah, and this is one of those cases where Robert and I will disagree a little bit. I'm okay with that. I see the birds on the left low, the birds on the right low, the bird up there low, and I get that triangle formation happening there because of the gap, and compositionally to my mind, that works in my mind compositionally.
It's interesting that Robert said that because I was more concerned that I was going to be told that I should have cropped out all the birds that are on the water and just left the one in the air. But so, but
Could have done that.
What did Victoria say? You could have done that.
I think you could have done that. It's just an artistic view.
Yeah.
One
I
thing
think there's too much foreground, although I like the color that's in the water. I think
that's why I left it there, yeah, because of the reflection of red.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I get from the title, that's why that's there. If it had been titled anything different than what you did title it, then I'd say, yeah, less foreground. Based on the fact that you titled it Layers of Loveliness, then I get that you want us to consider the layers of color in the foreground and then the layers of color going back through the image.
I just took out one layer, and it does make the birds a little more prominent in the whole picture. So,
and I will tell you from all of my experience, I'm so glad that Jim did disagree with me. Not that I agree with him, or it's just it shows you that even among the pros, we see things differently.
yeah.
One interesting thing about these photos, the both of the photos you just saw, they were taken on the same beach within minutes of each other, one facing west and one facing east.
Yeah. That's the way it is on the beach sometimes. All right, next one is this one's called
Immediately.
Breakfast, and this one's Deborah's, and the score is 23.4.
Deborah, I know that you don't like to change anything, but I'm going to have you change this one thing, please. Crop the right side out with those two things that are in it. And that won't kill your photograph. Just those two pieces out there.
Okay, no, I get it. I debated.
Yes.
I'm like, I almost would like to see a little bit less of this blurry stuff.
I agree with you on that,
It
Lynn.
really
Me too.
distracts from his beautiful eyes.
There.
When you see
Me
those
too.
eyes. Yeah.
This crop that the two of you arrived to right here is the crop
Yeah.
I immediately wanted to see when I looked at it.
Yeah. Because the most important part is obviously the cat and his eyes, and the fact that he's got that bird in his mouth, and all that blurriness just really distracts from the subject of the picture here. So
Yep.
okay.
This brings it home to me in an instant what it is and what it's about.
Now, I want to set up on the corner there. I want to set up some hot sauce and some paprika and some
have a little spice with that bird.
little spice with, any kind of spices right over the corner. So that's what I'd like to do.
Okay.
What about
no, it's a
cropping the-
bird. You need parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's how you cook yours in your neighborhood.
What about cropping a little bit more out of the left so he's moving into the cat is moving into the picture?
Yeah, I was just thinking the same thing. It's a little too centered. There we go.
Oh,
That way he's
now
got a place to
looking.
go. Yeah. Now he's got a little less centered there. All right, next one is Manual Kittens. And this is also Deborah's, and the score is 24.4. So cute.
Mm-hmm.
So cute.
They're the recipients of the bird.
Yeah, good. They didn't want any spice then.
Yeah, that's great how where they're sitting in that crevice, but the light is still on them.
Yeah.
And bringing them right out, in the image.
Anything else, guys, on this one?
Just a great sense of place. The
Mm-hmm.
the texture of the rocks and the softness of their skin and that color palette is really nice.
And those crevices, the top one and the left one and the bottom one all move up to them.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to give them a little more spotlight. That brings them up because then they're a little brighter than the rocks. Without that, they're about the same tone as the rocks. This way, they're just tad brighter.
He mad at you.
Mouse doesn't want to work anymore.
Size wise, I don't have anything for a reference for scale. Looking at this, how big are they?
So the former picture was the mom. It's like a big house cat, and these guys are about 8 weeks old, 9 weeks old. So about 25%, 30% bigger than house cat kittens.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was wondering. You know, relative to relative to a house cat, where do these stand in
So a
size?
little bit
I was just
bigger.
curious.
And they have the thickest, fluffiest fur of any cat on the planet. So it's hard to know how much of that's fur and how much of that's actual cat body. Yeah.
Yeah, you'd have to see them soaking wet to
Yeah, exactly.
get a better idea.
Yeah,
right?
a lot of it's fluff. Yeah.
Yeah, fluffy guys. Really cool. These are really
Nice.
cute, Deborah.
Thanks.
Okay, next one is quite a jacket. This is Diana Cahill's, and the score is 23.
Diana, this is more of a fashiony shot. So I'm going to ask a couple of things. If you would enlarge it just to the face, there's a lot of hair on the face. Or,
yeah,
you see that? Those are the things that need to go away. The second thing on this particular photograph, if you widen back out, is that the fur is broken up at that bottom half. So if you can crop up from that bottom to where you don't have that break, then this would become a much more complete fashion piece. Your thoughts, please.
No, sounds good. I didn't look at the hair and I definitely should have.
It's a little bit. That's the biggest problem with doing people is there's always stuff you have to clean up. You know?
Yeah. Makes sense.
What about the top part, guys? Is there too much up there? Or
We can bring it down.
Now that you have this crop, I definitely say bring it down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would be more of a closer to a square.
Yeah.
Or 8x10 type thing.
Yeah.
Yes. Now you got your fashion cover right there.
Awesome.
Cool.
Yep.
Do you have any thoughts about the colors?
Wouldn't be my favorite.
Why?
Are there colors that you would have liked?
Well, magenta on the face is not really a standout kind of thing for me. As far as a tone.
Yeah, and color in something like this, that is so subjective. With how any viewer might see that. This might be a case where where you could leave it back at that vivid color, but just put a radial on the face and desaturate the face a little bit to not have the face as vivid as the clothing. Don't have to take it all. You don't have to take it all the way down. That it gets scary looking when you see. You got to leave some of the color in, just not as intense as the rest of it. You can add a little more back to it. It still needs even a little more color back into it. Like about there.
Now take the temperature and add a little bit of yellow in there. Just that's going to give it a little bit of red. In that tone, and I think that's going to offset it a little bit.
Yeah, I like what I'm seeing now as opposed to the original. Yeah.
Yeah.
See the
It's
difference?
definitely better.
Yeah.
We ain't trying to hurt you here. We're just trying to make it.
This is very much outside of the sort of thing that I usually do.
I did that, like I told someone else, do more of it.
Yeah, do more of it.
Yeah.
All right. We good?
Thanks.
Right. Oops. Let's go to the next one. This one is sailing on Luzon Lake. This is Fong's. The score is 21.6.
Fong, are you there?
Sure. She was.
Yes.
Fong, this one's a little busy.
Ah,
You got a
yes.
lot of things going on here.
Ah.
You got all those buildings, and then you have the boat, and you got another boat, and it's hard to discern, what's the main subject
I
here.
put it in there already. Mm-hmm.
So, that's my take on it. Yeah. In fact, I would have loved if you had waited until this big boat got out of the way and that one boat in the back against that backdrop.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, those
Because
buildings are beautiful.
Yeah, the buildings are
Beautiful.
great.
You don't even need the boats.
Right. That's a great tapestry of tones back there, and the boat is killing it for me.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
this one is too. This famous place, this one. So I think this may be match.
Yeah, sometimes less is more.
Yeah.
I have to agree with that. Less is more.
When I see,
I heard you, Les. I heard
We
you.
know you're more or less.
when I see those buildings, what I see is absolutely no parking places, and it's very hard to even walk down the street because there's so many people crammed into such a small piece of real estate.
Yeah, that's usually the case when you're near the water.
Yeah. Yeah, there's always people near the water. Anything else on that one? A little crazy color too, I think. Yeah. Make it a little brighter. Anyway, on to the next one. This one is sailing on Switzerland. In Switzerland, this is Fong's as well, and this score is 22.6.
I'm gonna point something out on this. Something to think about when you do selective color like this. The boat, it's okay with boat, but you got to watch out. Yeah, Lynn's already pointing the stuff out. The red bits in the trees, the red piece of the crane back there. You want to take the red out of the other things so that you don't have these random bits of your selected color scattered through the image.
This is a much more successful image as far as not having clutter, though.
All right.
Oh,
right.
Nice.
Yeah, much better. Especially with the boat up against the trees. The boat had been by these houses, it would have been not as dramatic as this one is.
Lynn, please help me out on this. And I know we're short on time, but let's go ahead and make this into a vertical shot.
Yeah. We have to crop in past that white building on the left side.
Oh, okay.
Now I want you to go back out to the left. Give it a little space there. And yeah, give it a little bit more. You can go back to the crane, but not on the crane. Yes, give it a little bit more. That's it right there. To come up from the bottom just a little bit, just a tiny bit, and now I'll be finished and I'll shut up. I promise.
Yeah, remember guys, if the water or the sky isn't helping you, get rid of it.
Yeah.
Okay. Good.
Much nicer shot.
Yep.
Okay.
Except for the red spot right here. We have to get rid of.
But this is a much nicer shot.
Yeah, then it's all about the boat and not all the other stuff around it, All right. Next is blue, and this is my image, and the score is 23.3.
I'm gonna wait.
It looks to me like it's slanted and kind of falling to the left.
I agree. I get the same sensation looking at it, like it's off kilter.
Okay. Slanted to the left. Okay.
Yeah,
Must be
so
like,
rotate
yeah, I
it
guess when you look at
clockwise.
that bowl, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's sitting on a table, but I must have had the camera just, I thought I straightened this out. Maybe I did. I don't know.
Maybe you were up in the mountains.
No, that was before I went to the mountains. Let me see if I can straighten this out. How do you do straighten on this thing? There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, the bowl was a little bit crooked.
Very pretty.
What else? Anybody else? Come on.
Oh, I got it. I'm just waiting.
Oh, I'm so intrigued, waiting to hear what Robert has to say
Yeah.
now.
I spoke about something that another still life shot the last time about having 4 elements instead of 3. In this case, you have 4 elements.
You mean the 2 vases, the bowl and the berries?
And the vase on the left it's disconnected from
Oh, so
from
this would,
the
in this
yes.
case, it should be intersecting?
No, it shouldn't even be there
Oh, okay.
because the vase on the right is carrying everything.
Okay.
And then you have that beautiful brown bowl that's separating. And then you have the berries.
Yeah, I think I have some with just the 1 vase too, so.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't see the purpose of that other vase in the shot. It's not
Yeah.
carrying anything. It's not doing anything.
Okay. Anything else?
Mm-hmm.
Anybody else? All right, moving on. Next one is Osprey and the Morning Moon. This is berries and the score is 23.7.
And
And
it's indicated as AR, correct?
Yeah.
I was hoping it was AR because I was saying, Barry, I want to know what kind of camera you have.
But he does have a story behind this. It's pretty as close to not being AR as you can be without it being with it being AR.
Yeah, the story was I was looking and I saw the bird in the tree and I was shooting the moon. I said, well, why don't I try to get the bird and the moon? So I stood under the tree exactly in the spot where the bird would be behind the moon, just as you see it. Of course, the focal planes would be different. So I did what I would call manual focus stacking. Took 2 shots and combined them.
Yeah.
I took a half step back. So it is technically sort of like a real shot, just zoomed in. And I posted it online, and boy, it started a firestorm of controversy, I'll tell you. Because some people said it's a fantastic shot, nicest shot they've ever seen, well done. And then some people like, I hate it. I absolutely hate this shot. It looks so fake. Some people wanted a slightly out of focus moon. They thought it would be stronger. And I posted both the original shots too, one with the moon way out of focus. You can't even tell what it is, and one of just the moon. And some people said, well, the one with the moon out of focus would have been better than this. So it's a very subjective thing, apparently.
Art is subjective.
The fact that you got people talking is great.
Yeah. And it got over 1,500 likes on Facebook, which I've never seen before in any of my images. It was incredible.
Just
Yeah,
think,
the problem
Gary,
with comments is some of them can be not nice.
Oh, yeah. There were some really nasty comments, and other people came to my defense and said, it's a great shot and all that.
just think, Barry, someday, 100 years from now, they're going to be wanting this picture and spending a lot of money on it after you're gone. You'll be famous then.
Any comments from you guys?
And this is I'm glad you said AR. The fact that you have it slightly out of focus the moon, it helps to sell it.
But yeah, big, huge visual impact on this
What
image.
is AR? Where is
altered
AR?
reality. Altered reality.
Oh, okay.
And if you, I'm sorry, Jim, but if you alter it 15 times, guess what you would have?
What?
An AR-15.
Oh, it's getting too late.
What
Oh,
one thing I would suggest with this is either expand the canvas a little bit to the left or just digitally lop another inch off the stick.
Okay.
Yeah,
That
so it's
yeah,
not
that,
so
that stick
close.
is right up against the edge.
Yeah.
Yep. I
Give,
had
yeah,
plenty
give
of
that give that
space.
give that stick a little room.
Sure. Okay. Gotcha.
Anything
But
else?
yeah, visual impact on this is fantastic.
Yeah.
Yep.
Especially with that bright yellow. They have such bright yellow eyes. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always enhance the eyes a bit, brighten them, increase the saturation to give it that real pops.
All right, next one is Graceful Landing. This was also berries. The score is 23.7. This is nice. I would just get rid of some of this stuff in the background here, darken
Okay.
it up or get rid of it because
Yeah.
it's about the same
Yeah, it is
shade
distracting.
as his feathers. It sort of pulls my eye away from him, and you don't really want to do that.
And if you're not opposed to taking things out, I would right in front of that leading wing, the second
Right
and
here.
third feather down, that piece
Okay,
right there
yep.
that
There's
intersects.
There's like an
that,
H
take
there that we
away.
don't need.
Yeah, I took the saturation and the contrast of the background way, way down to
Yeah.
bring out the bird, but you can always do more, I guess.
Yeah, just get rid of all the detail. It's a little time consuming, and unfortunately, most birds are in areas that have a lot of stuff in them. So, I mean, I have had great pictures of birds because the background and what's around them is so distracting. I've just forgot about the image. It's just, it's pointless to even mess with it. But this, I think you could get rid of these and you'd be in great shape. All these little sticky down things, just make it all dark.
Those
Yeah.
And I would probably, I would make this a little darker too. So again, the bird stands out.
Yeah, all those Audubon illustrations spoiled us for perfect bird backgrounds, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to comment about shutter speeds too. I did start shooting at a 2000th all the time and found that only a quarter to a third of them are really tack sharp, super sharp. And so I went to 2500, it got better, 3200 even better, and 4000 is kind of the sweet spot, it seems like. Even
It's
for these
just
big
with
birds.
with 4,000, you just got to have so much light. That's the issue.
I know, that's the
Yeah.
problem. You really have to balance it out.
So, I just darkened the bottom a little bit, and and then you can do it at the Tony Bellicero trick. And so the bird is kind of bright, but he does this on all his birds. We learned about it again over the last week. Is give the bird a spotlight. The bird is always a little. He's just a little bright already, but it just really,
Hey,
just a
Lynn,
tad. It
while
just
you have that mask on there,
yeah.
find the dehaze slider for the mask and give it a little bit of dehaze. Let me see what happens. I'm just curious.
Am I in the bed? Yeah, I am there. Where's the dehaze for this?
Yeah, the tricky thing with the shutter
There
speed
it
is
is.
this
You just
lens is
passed
an
it.
f9 lens.
There it is.
So 200 to 800 f9, so it needs a lot of light.
Yeah, there you go.
There.
Real pretty, yeah.
So it brightens up the bird, but then taking the dehaze, brings the color back in the wings. And you could
Very
use a
nice.
little. He also hits it with a little texture too, just to bring out the texture in the wings. Well,
Yeah,
he does
I'm
this
still
with every
processing
single
in
bird picture he does.
DxO Photo Lab, and I use the micro contrast, which essentially does the same thing.
Yeah, big difference.
Yeah, it's very pretty. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, next one. Next one is Night in the Cove. This is Mark's, and the score is 23.6.
I see something interesting here, and I'm curious, was there just smudge on the lens or something, those streaks of color
The lens flare, that was just
that's
I
it's not a complaint. It's kind of cool actually.
Well, I thought about taking them out, but it was that they just look so cool being in there that I left them. None of the other pictures that I took that night had so I don't think it was a smudge. I think it was just the way the light hit the lens, and you just got that long lens flare out of them and stuff. So
yeah, back in the day, there was a Koken filter you could buy to do that to your images. I have it. As soon as I saw this, I was like, "Oh my god!" I had a Koken filter that. Well, actually, I still have the Koken filter that does that.
Yeah,
that
was. Go ahead.
I would do something about the palm leaf that just matches right up against the top. Either expand the canvas or bring it down or or clone out that leaf so that it's not touching the top like that.
Yeah, you got the one on the sides touching too. So, but
yeah, I didn't want to bring it up because I've already got almost too much at the top. So I tried to bring it down as far as I could, but I didn't want to cut the palm tree. So it was kind of
probably just a little. Remember, always give your things a little bit of space, a little bit more space.
Yeah.
Cut it back and then bring it back up again a little bit.
And in this case, I wouldn't have a problem with cutting just a little bit into the top of the tree.
Yeah.
And also even cutting in a little from the right side where that really bright light with the flare is right on the edge of the frame.
Yeah, right here.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, there you go. You can do that.
Yeah.
That's
anything else?
Do that full screen, Lynn.
That's part of what I did on my vacation to Hawaii. Was
looks like fun.
And a few minutes,
vibrant,
after,
contrasting colors.
I was trying to take a couple more pictures, and they turned on the sprinklers there in the grass. So one of the about 2 or 3 pictures after this one, I got some nice, the intentional camera movement.
What I found interesting with this is you got the whole spectrum of colors. You got the whole crayon box in here. Yeah, the rainbow, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet. The whole spectrum is in one photograph.
Yeah, like I said, I like the red there with the canoes, and then the greens and everything, and then just a little bit of the blue popped in the so.
Awesome. All right, last but not least. This one is also Mark's. It's called Fire Dance, and the score is 22.7.
And this was the luau there, and this one was actually photographed from the 10th floor, my room balcony on the 10th floor. And stuff. So I had from the balcony, I had a great view of the luau and all of it and stuff. And this one, I just like the way, he's in the air and stuff. So, but
you wake up, everybody awake? Say something.
23 people on, that's pretty good for being late.
Yep.
So
yeah, he never did jump toward you, did he?
No, I got some others. Unfortunately, I'm still going through pictures, and this was these were edited. We got back Saturday, and I was suffering from jet lag when I was editing these because we got back Saturday. I worked on them a little bit Sunday and Monday, and then I had to have them to Lynn by Monday night. So I probably could have spent a little bit more time on some.
Which islands did you go to?
This was in Oahu. This was at the Disney Alani Hotel.
Okay.
So what's anything to do with this image, guys? Speak. Hello.
Yeah, I don't have any suggestions of anything to do with it.
Okay. Robert?
Well, you're shooting from a high vantage point. It would have been the shot would have been so much different had you been down on the level.
Yeah.
fire would have made more sense. It's almost like he's jumping into the fire right now.
Yeah.
And so, if anything, I'd take a little bit off the left-hand side if you're going to do anything.
Okay. Yeah, I cropped it in quite a bit
Yeah.
and everything. And it would have been a little bit better if I could have had a little bit faster, because I think this was like a 200th of a second. And what is, or no, it's a 125
Yeah,
and stuff, but it was already very dark.
Mhm.
And this is the 200, 800, and which is like what, an F9. So it was, but the shots came out a lot better than what I thought they would from that height and
Just
stuff.
just for the heck of it, while they were doing this, did you try deliberately dragging the shutter on any of the shots to see what would happen?
No, not on these
Oh, okay.
and stuff. Most of these I was trying to take them as fast as I could, just to
Mhm.
kind of get the, sort of the stop the action and everything.
Mhm.
Now I've got some from out on the water, and I did some long exposures with the waves crashing against the rock, so you get sort of that misty stuff on it. But
Mhm.
those I'm still working on.
Mhm.
Yeah, don't forget when people are moving and dancing, it's also, get the sharp shots, but also slow that shutter down and get some the action, more abstract type things, because
Yeah.
that would have been really cool if you had dragged the shutter
Yeah,
on.
that's what,
on the-
what Lynn said.
There's
when
some of them that are a
Mhm.
little bit slower. I think there's a couple of them that are like at a 60th of a second, so they
Yeah,
do
those
have
might be,
some a little bit more
Yeah.
motion blur in there and everything.
Well, Mark, I'll have you know this. You let the people know that you came all the way from the mainland in order to do this. The least they can do is do it over again so you can drag the shutter.
They did. Actually, like I said, this was from my hotel room, so I got
I'm saying
pictures from.
you have a camera, and because you have a camera, you have power.
So you mean that Disney needs to pay for me another trip back to
There you
Hawaii
go.
so I can.
Yes. Because you missed the shot.
Yep. Gotta go back
Well,
and do
like
it
I
again.
said, the good thing was it was there where I could watch it just about every night, and I
Yeah.
didn't get pictures every night, but there was like the 2 or 3 different nights where I tried a couple of different things with it and stuff. So
Okay, I am so amazed that everybody's hung in there and stayed with us. So this must have been a pretty exciting night for everyone. So as
It
Jim
was a
pointed
good
out,
night.
this was some really good photographs tonight.
Yeah, everybody did great.
Everybody
Thanks,
have a good week.
everybody.
Have a good week.
Good
Have a
night.
great
Next
Thank
week,
you,
Good night,
everyone.
light
Good night.
painting.
Good night,
Good
everybody.
night.
night.
Good night.
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 All right.
Stop the recording.
Bye, Lee.